All right. News around the corner and news around the way brought to you by Law Nation Sports. We're here with the breaking news. The Cowboys signed Dalvin Cook. Now, I don't know the length of the deal, but he is signed to the team. And I was telling people we needed help with a veteran guy, and now we got a veteran guy. Now, he is signed with the practice squad, so he's not on the 53-man roster. Now, get this in mind. When you sign the guy of the kind of caliber of him, you're looking to get him back into shape, right? You know, whatever shape he may be in, I think it's like a ramp up because he wasn't in anybody's off-season training camp work, so they're going to slow and steady wins the race with him and bring him up to speed. Hopefully, he just be an added addition to this particular team. Like I said, last season, Dalvin Cook, he had a pedestrian season, by the way, so we're not finna pop champagnes and have a parade over here. But what we're going to talk about is the fact that if we can get some shades of 2022's Dalvin Cook, then that will work for us, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, we are doing running back by committee. Let me repeat, we are doing running back by committee. So this is not a situation where it's a one-size-fit-all type of thing, whereas you're going to put him in the system and only he will get the reps. No, keep this on your mental mindset, and it will be Ezekiel Elijah Elliott. It will also be, ladies and gentlemen, Deuce Vaughn, if he's on this situation when they elevate Dalvin Cook. It will also be Rico. It will also be Hunter. So we're looking at running back by committee. We're looking at this wide receiver core. Now that we got CeeDee Lamb right here, we're going to do some fantastic things, ladies and gentlemen. I just like the idea that the Cowboys are leaving no stone unturned. And when you have the wide receiver core that we have, I've seen out there in practice and camp or what have you, even Kavontae Turpin lined up in the backfield, giving us new wrinkles. Keep in mind, this team got Steve Simcoe, who elevated Boston College to 340 yards a game. So I'm quite sure that, in this system with the host of characters or the kinds of characters that we have and talent that we have out here on the field, that they should be able, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, be able to get things moving. I said last year, after the Green Bay game, or pretty much this season or last season, what have you, after the Green Bay Packers game, I said two things that I want the Cowboys to do. Run the ball, or have the ability to run the ball, and stop the run. All this offseason, this is what they've been doing. They re-solidified that offensive line with 2 draft picks, or 3 absolutely nice draft picks, although Nate Thomas is on that shadowy spots of this particular team. But look, that's future. But if you can't spit upon and take a crap upon Tyler Guyton. He's been everything well and good as advertised for this particular team. On top of that, to sprinkle some of Mama's cooking on this, Cooper Beebe. Oh, my goodness. He's just been a juggernaut down in the middle. And when you look at the complexity and the entirety of the picture, to his right, you have my guy, Zach Martin. To his left, you have Tyler Smith. So what do? That brings back running with the ability to run through A gaps. Got double A gaps and B gaps. So put in the chat, we going to have the ability to hit A gap. Put A gaps in the chat, baby, and put B gaps in the chat, because now we will be able to run through those things. And I'm not saying that Dalvin Cook is an A gap, B gap runner, but damn it, we got the ability to run the ball this year. With fresh legs, with the rotation, we're going to be passing this thing around, baby. If you know what I mean, we're going to be running it with Zeke. And then when you get tired of Zeke, let Rico hit it. And then when Rico hit it, then you're going to get Deuce Vaughn, or you could get my guy, Dalvin Cook. So we're going to be cooking with cooks, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how this thing is going to roll with here. On top of that, keep in mind, the Cowboys are not done. No. They are not done at all. They're not done. There are reports out that Carl Lawson, he himself could be back on the practice squad with the Cowboys. Just because you cut a person don't mean they're going to bleed out and not come back. You cut them, you're going to put some Band-Aids on them and bring them back. That could be the situation. So let's not cry river. On top of that, he wasn't in shape too. So that's the news that was coming around with him. He wasn't in tip-top shape. So, look, the offseason is long. It's not a short one. It's a long offseason. Think of this. It's longer than Shaq feet. So you got to understand that when you think about all of this, it's a plus for us to bring in Dalvin Cook. It's a plus for us to leave no stone unturned. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out and put the butter knife down. Don't shank me with the butter knife. These boys don't have a contract for the foreseeable future. Two things that can happen when your back is against the wall, right? Either you're going to fight out of it or you just going to fold and bend. And Mike McCarthy, Zim, all of the quarterbacks, they back against the wall. They don't have a foreseeable future. So their back is against the wall. And just to give you some positivity of everything, ladies and gentlemen, even if you fall, just try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. That's been my time, Cowboy Nation. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. On a scale to 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how do you feel about Dalvin Cook? I get it. Somebody's going to say, hey, Law, stop slinging the Kool-Aid, man. You stop slinging that Kool-Aid. Man, he's washed, Law. He's trash, Law. Hey, that's okay. Because, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Let me know if I'm lying. So when I say this one more time, on a scale of 1 to 10, put it in the chat how you feel about this. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the bass. Go Cowboys. Give me my theme music on up out of here, baby. Let's get it. Come on with it. Yo, come on. Ain't no party like the Cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? From my hotel room to yours. DC for life, not for short. Let's get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. We about one love, baby.
Spartans!
Peace.